on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabs it in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
21, Texas State, 14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Spangler. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Warhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's Luck. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Spangler. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
And the Warhawks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Davis looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Bobcats in the hurry up.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Bobcats are on the move.
Good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Pass to 30. The 10. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Ingram. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. On play action on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Running to Green. Quick step and go. A lot of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Warhawks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the 2nd level, great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Texas State, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Working that left side now. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the option. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Here he goes. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break up a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
42, Texas State, 28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ingram. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Davis will throw. That's caught. It's locked. Smashes ahead. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
For the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Sweet grab, but they're going to end up taking a loss on the play. And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Lets it fly. To the end zone and is picked off. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Spangler. Finds his back in the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's a draw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Davis will throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Corner's going to give them room. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bobcats want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Luck. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Bobcats will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.